This is the 2025 Las Vegas Sun High School Football Media Day at the beautiful Red Rock Resort. We are in the Utah Summer Games interview room with our next team, the Basic High Wolves. I also want to shout out our presenting sponsors, the A's, Las Vegas Aviators, and Zero Team Fatalities. We're joined from Basic by Coach Jeff Cahill, quarterback Javion Rose, and receiver Parker Simmons. Coach, I never really know what to expect with Basic. I gave you guys credit. In some years you've won with defense, low-scoring games. More recently, it seems like you're putting a lot of points on the board and winning that way. What's going to be the mood of this year's team?
You never know, man. I think it changes from game to game, based on game plans and things like that. We have a lot of guys that went through the fire last year, so coming back, I think we're going to have a lot of experience, especially on offense, so I think we'll be okay.
Javion, what did that mean going through the fire last year when you heard Coach say that? What's that mean to you, and how did you grow from that experience?
You know, it's a learning experience. You got to play the best to be the best. So, losing was only just a setback, so we can get better this season and hand it to the teams that we need to, definitely.
Parker, in what ways on the field do you see you guys taking some step forward, some improvements this year?
Honestly, all the juniors from last year, we just had a rough year last year, and I think we'll definitely step up this year. And we're going to have fire in our belly, so definitely step up.
Coach, you said the junior class from last year growing together. Is this senior class something special that you feel like you guys can build around?
Yeah, 100%, man. Like I said, we had a lot of talent. We had a lot of these guys that have come up through the program. A lot of guys that were in the Junior Wolves program before they even got to Basic. So this is kind of their culmination of all that hard work, and we're hoping that it pays off.
Sure, Javion, what's it mean to have such program continuity? I guess in that way, when it sounds like you have a lot of guys that come up all through that. Does that instill a different sense of pride or accomplishment?
Yeah, these guys are my brothers, so playing with them is it's amazing. And then knowing they're going to be behind my back when I'm on the field and off, it's just, it makes me play 100 times better.
Parker, give us the scouting report offensively. What are you guys trying to do on that side of the ball? Where do you look like you're strong going into the season?
Honestly, all of our skills have been together since freshman year, and we have a lot of weapons on our skill side, and I think if we just use them the correct way, then we'll be good.
Coach, the other side of the ball, defense, how's it looking over there?
We're gonna have some experience. Chris McKenzie, who's right over here, he's going to be our best corner. He's going to be our lockdown guy. Every year we have one guy that we feel we can put on anybody's best receiver, and they can do the job for us. And I think this year Chris will be that guy. We've got Lynn Saltmarch at linebacker. He's going to be our main middle linebacker that's running our defense. He's going to be another guy to look out for. We're a little bit young on that side of the ball, but I think that we'll be okay.
Parker, obviously you've done something right to be sitting here as a receiver, and we hear Chris, kind of you guys as top cornerback. How do you guys bring out the best of each other? What's it like lining up against each other in practice?
Honestly, it's great. I mean, it's the best competition out there, and it helps me as a receiver, and it helps him as a DB. And just the one-on-one battles is just good for our team, and hopefully we could be on the same side of the ball and just connect with Javion.
Javion, give us what do you do best as a quarterback? What do you think you're going to be able to do on the field to lift your team this year?
I think I'm smart behind the ball, given my size. I'm looked at to run, but I actually stay in the pocket a lot, find my receivers, and just the connection between them is special. As to other quarterbacks, I feel like I can read the field pretty good.
Coach, is that what you're telling Javion? You like him staying in the pocket, or you say, hey, loosen up a little bit, make some plays outside?
Yeah, so I think last year Javion was a straight pocket passer. That's what he wanted, to stay in the pocket, and he didn't like to get out much. But we worked a lot on getting his body strong, and he worked really hard on that part of his game. And this year it's going to be totally different. He's going to be a dual threat for sure.
Javion, one thing I think of when I think of Basic, seems like you guys have rivalries week after week. You have all these big games. Does one stand out more than the others to you, and what's it like going through that grind?
Yes, sir. Green Valley, it stands out because it's a tradition. It's in my blood, to have that rivalry always. But yeah, it stands out definitely because they come hard every single year.
Parker, what is it that just feels different about when you're in that Henderson Bowl game with Green Valley?
It's just different because everyone's there, and it's a big crowd, and we lost last year, but we really want to win this year. So it's definitely going to be way different. It's our senior year, so.
Absolutely, always one to circle on the calendar. We'll go to Coach for the final word. What are some of the keys this year to make sure you guys hit your potential?
I think we just need to stay together as a team. We gotta navigate the ups and downs. You know, nothing's gonna always be perfect. So if we can do that, I think that we'll be all right.
All right, well, that was Basic High at the 2025 Las Vegas Sun High School Football Media Day. We want to thank our event sponsors one more time. Utah Summer Games, Face Graphics. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
This is the 2025 Las Vegas Sun High School Football Media Day at the beautiful Red Rock Resort. We are in the Utah Summer Games interview room with our next team, the Centennial Bulldogs. We want to thank our presenting sponsors, the A's, the Las Vegas Aviators, and Zero Team Fatalities. Representing the Bulldogs, we have Coach DJ Campbell alongside linebacker Bailey Hucklow and wide receiver / DB Jaden Thomas. Coach, every year is a little bit different. What stands out about this year's team?
This year, I think the talent level has actually increased quite a bit. There's a lot more competition at all positions this year. We got some guys to transfer in from out of state who are big key additions. And then also this team is battle tested. So a lot of these guys who are now seniors started for me as sophomores my first year. And then a lot of the guys who are now juniors also played as freshmen and sophomores. So there's a lot of experience mixed in with a lot of new talent.
So it sounds like year 3 for you then now. How rewarding has this experience been, and how much you look forward and want to check off some other accomplishments?
It's extremely rewarding, man, to see where the program has grown in the last 2 years. Especially this senior class, they really brought in because, like I said, they started off for me as sophomores, and for them to come in and now be seniors, they're kind of the ones who really set the foundation to get things going. They're leaders. Just everything that I ask them to do, they try and do to the best of their ability. Year 3, especially now with realignment, it's very intriguing. Very intriguing, considering who all we're playing against. We got a few out-of-state teams that we're going out of state to play against. But this is actually the year that I was looking forward to when I took over, because I knew the talent level that freshman and sophomore class had, and now they're juniors and seniors. This is really the class that I was looking forward to.
Bailey, what's it like to hear that you guys have kind of been building towards this year, and what's it been like coming up with your classmates to reach this level?
It's been an extremely amazing process that I've been really grateful for, because I've built not only a team that has been successful throughout football, but I've also built brothers, and we have a real bond over at the Hill, and it's been just a great experience, and I'm happy to be a part of it and be a leader on that team.
Jaden, what are the keys to kind of taking that leadership role kind of as a collective? How are you guys able to do that? And going into this season, how do you maintain it?
I mean, having a good work ethic is one of the main parts, because other people see, the freshmen upcoming see that I have good work ethic. They see the other juniors and seniors have good work ethic, and they follow. So if everyone on the team has good work ethic and we all work hard together, then we all build skill, and that's when we get to compete.
Heard your coach say that he feels like the talent level's up on this team. You had some transfers. It kind of looks different. How does that come across in practice? Has it been more competitive this time around?
Yeah, we've been competitive since I've been a freshman, but it's definitely at an all-time high right now. It's competitive every single practice, which is, I like to see it, because that's how I get better, most definitely, yeah.
Coach, offensively, what's the identity or game plan going to be this year?
It's a bit different now because a lot of the key guys that we've had come in are on the offensive side of the ball. We've had 2 receivers transfer in, one from Arizona, one from Illinois, and both are Division I receivers. Jordan Bostic is committed to Weber State. And then we have Maxwell Miles, who's a class of 2027, who's an extremely freak athlete who can play both sides of the ball. He has offers on as a safety and as a receiver. And we're also bringing back 3 of our 5 starting offensive linemen from last year, along with Jaden, along with 2 other receivers, along with running back. Quarterbacks are experienced, and then we have Colton Silbernagel, who's been starting at running back for us the last 3 years. Defensively, we have a lot of new additions as well, and especially with them being young. So we have a good mix of young, good talent, and we also have a mix of experienced seniors. So we have Bailey, we have Robert Smith, we have Ruben Ramirez, we have Jabari Christmas, Ben Griffin. We have all these guys, Dominic Vaughn, who were on our state championship team last year. But then we also get new guys, like we have a Demacier Briggs, who's a 6'2" corner, who's only going to be a sophomore. So we have a lot of good talent, and it's just making the entire team better.
Bailey, sounds like with all that new offensive guys and the talent you have, sounds like you probably had your work cut out for you defensively. What's it been like? What stood out about going against this offense so far?
Going against this offense, I can just tell from being the ones to play against them at every practice that they're going to give every other team a problem next season. And it's been, like you said, we've had our work cut out. It's been some definitely competitive practice. But I just want to stunt for my defense real quick. We've been competing, and it's been 50-50 almost the whole time. So this team's going to be scary once we put it all together.
Jaden winning the state championship, I know that's everyone's goal. What was it like to actually get there? How do you stay hungry after having already kind of climbed the mountain?
Yeah, I mean, I still have a lot of time left in my high school career, I think so. I think that I'm not done yet, the team isn't done yet, and just 2 state championships isn't enough for me. I want to go for that 3-peat for sure.
Coach, how refreshing is it as a coach to hear that kind of mentality where it sounds like your guys still very focused, even ever having kind of hit the goal already?
To say that, we've won 2 state championships, it's very rewarding to see where the program is compared to where it used to be, and we always celebrate the small victories. Even though winning the state championship is a big deal, we try not to harp on it and focus on it too much, because that's actually what hurt us at the beginning of the season last year. We kind of had that state championship hangover from 2023, so we started off the season kind of selfish, kind of slow. We dropped some games that we shouldn't have dropped. But once everybody bought into the team first mentality, everybody's individual success started really picking up, and then we saw where we took off as a team. And so going into this season, that's everybody's primary focus, is to not fall backwards and really lament too much on how we won a state championship, because we know the challenges that we have moving forward with realignment, and essentially our first 4 or 5 games of the season is extremely tough.
Yeah, Balin, some of those I know you said are out-of-state games, a really tough schedule. How does that set up kind of keep you guys focused and know you're going to have to be at your best right out of the gate?
It just lets us know that we're just going to have to not get complacent and not stay comfortable, and we have to stay comfortable being uncomfortable, because we know that we can only control so much, and it's up to us, because the coaches can also only do so much, so it's up to us to go out there and perform to the best of our ability.
All right, we'll go to Jaden for the final question. What are some of the keys? Where are the areas where you guys really need to hone in on to make sure you get back to where you want to be this season?
I mean, working as a team, that was one of our hardest parts last year, was we were being selfish at the beginning of the year. Everyone was just trying to do them for themselves. So this year we definitely have to work as a team and work for each other. That's why we have such a good brotherhood, because that's what we've been doing for the past couple months.
All right, that's Centennial High. Always a team to watch here at the 2025 Las Vegas Sun High School Football Media Day. We want to thank our event sponsors, the Utah Summer Games, Phase 1 Elite, the U.S. Navy, and our partner, New World.